Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
All right, let's get these mics on. 1, 2. How are we doing?
Hello.
Turn it up a little bit, and we are here. Welcome to Thursday.
Welcome to Thursday.
All
Happy
right.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday to everyone. It is the 2nd of the month, and you're listening to Let's Get It Together on Hot 702.5 FM with J9.
And Jazzy.
And we are so excited about this show today. I can't even waste any time.
Right.
I'm going to quickly go into, come on in, join the room, join the conversation.
Yes.
We are so excited right now to bring you.
Ecstatic.
I don't even know how to really define this except to do the bio and give them their flowers right now. So let's just say, let me just say this. Hello, twins.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
We are doing just fine.
Man, we're wonderful. So excited to have you here today. So excited.
We are. And before I bring you all the way in, excuse my voice, I'm going to say that in the annals of R&B history, the Whispers have earned a solid and memorable position as one of the world's longest-running vocal groups. Celebrating over 55 years in the industry, they are still performing at major concerts, private parties, weddings, and cultural events. They are the cream of soul, embellishing smooth romantic ballads such as Lady and Say Yes, and upbeat dance favorites such as Rock Steady, and the beat goes on, and it's a love thing. As one of the premier groups to ever grace the stage, their musical success can be attributed to a careful balance of soul, pop, jazz, blues, and disco, to the delight of millions of fans.
Yes.
And I can't believe they started in 1964, and we have the pleasure to have you here with us today.
Right.
It's a pleasure with you guys. Thanks for having
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to our show, Let's Get It Together.
Yes, welcome. You have graced us with your presence.
And already we have people signing in. They're saying, bring it on. Congratulations. Hi, Mighty Whispers. Everybody's saying hello. You have so much love across not just the country, but specifically Las Vegas, Oakland, and Los Angeles, where you really laid your grassroots. So I just have to say welcome again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate that.
We do too.
We appreciate it.
We are all smiles. I'm going to tell you. Yesterday's price isn't today's price for us with you today. Okay, we just set a whole new boundary.
Yes.
So we're gonna kick this off because we know we don't have a lot of time. Your time is valuable. We respect it.
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I just want to start with a very important question because you guys are touring. You've got a Valentine's Day tour coming up, and you're gonna be hitting a lot of cities, a lot of states. How do you find the energy and strength to continue to perform after 55 years?
You know what? People ask us this all the time, and I tell it like this. That's the best part of it. I wish I could explain to you what a feeling it is to go on stage and look at your audience, and they know the song better than you. I mean, I see the lips moving. It's a feeling that I can't describe, really. And we've been blessed to do this for over 50 years. If anybody would have said that, we'd have looked at them like they were crazy and said, no, we're not going to be here that long. But that's the best part, is going out to this day. You know, we're looking forward to. We're going to be going on stage, singing our songs, which is predominantly to the ladies. We came on today and when Scotty said, oh my God, we got two of these good looking ladies. So we're feeling great because that's what we like to do. We've always, from the very first day that we started, it was important to us to pay tribute to our ladies, our mothers, our sisters, our wives. So, hey, ladies, thank you for having us.
And we thank you.
Absolutely.
And we thank you.
So the tours that you have coming up, you have Rochester, New York, you've got Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Atlantic City, Jacksonville, and Florida. And these are thousands and thousands of fans that pack the house to come and see you. And like you said, that is the love that you have for performing. I think Jessie has a question for you. Let her get right on in there.
Well, again, I'm just ecstatic. I told my girl I need to breathe because I'm just so excited to have you gentlemen.
Listen, I did a teeth whitening. Can you tell? I'm like, the whispers are coming. I got to go wipe my teeth.
Right.
Shoot.
I did the same thing. Don't play.
Well, y'all making us blush. Y'all know that.
Stop playing. Some handsome men.
Right? I mean... And I'm just ecstatic to see you. So I read your bio. You guys have a ton of accolades. And we had the pleasure of being at the show in March of 22 when you guys received your presidential award and your doctorate.
Doctor.
Oh, man, what a night that was. That was so great.
That was
nice.
Phenomenal. I was so excited, and our moms were with us, and we had a blast. We had a blast that night.
So you are, let's give you your complete accolades, Dr. Scotty and Dr. Walter.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, Scotty put it. You know, Scotty says this all the time. We can't even spell the word doctor, so to give us that.
Stop it.
But let me
That's why they put the DR on it.
I heard that. Yeah, you know, the Vice President, Kamala Harris, is from the Bay Area, which is, you know, we have a lot of our history there. So she recommended, you know, the PhD doctorate program. They give it to a lot of acts. Okay. But she had a history with the Whispers, and that's how we ended up being candidates. And when they told us about it, I mean, we were just ecstatic, you know, because it really culminated in a lot of work that we put in many years ago.
Right.
And we were just so humbled, you know what I'm saying, to be recognized like that.
Yeah, that is like
absolutely
a big deal.
Absolutely, that is a big deal.
You guys are also you're in the Hall of Fame, the Vocal Hall of Fame, the R&B Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So. Out of all those wonderful achievements, I mean, you have gold albums, platinum albums, charts. You've been all over the charts. I mean, it's nothing your musical career has not accomplished, as far as I am concerned. So, out of all of that, what would you say is the most near and dear to you out of all of those accolades and all of those wonderful accomplishments? What is the one that you just stick your chest out, or the few? It could be more than one.
Well, no, for me, it's very easy. You're probably going to get two different answers, but I remember this all started it started almost 56 years ago for us, but the big moment, the question that you asked, the one that stands out to me, in 1980, we went in the studio and recorded one song with Leon Silvers. And we knew that night when we finished that song that we would have our first major hit. And God just gave it to us that night. When we finished playing And the Beat Goes On, the biggest song we've ever had, we knew that night. Now, we didn't know from that point on, but we can now say from 1980 to 87, God blessed everything we touched with either gold or platinum. And we know that was the man upstairs. We don't take the credit for it. We know that was him. And that's when our lives changed. You know, from 19, now we'd had some ups and downs because we've been singing quite a while before we even got the big hits, and we didn't realize till later that was going to be a blessing. But at the time, it was getting late.
Yeah.
It's getting late.
So when it came, God, He knows when and where and what time, and He brought it to us
Always.
Yeah, I remember my mother telling us, she said, if this doesn't work on this next big one, it's time for you guys to get some jobs with some benefits.
Gotta love our mamas.
Yeah, And the reason I say that, because we say this to young people all the time. If you really believe in yourself, don't give up on yourself. As Scotty said, we had been singing 10 years before we got And the Beat Goes On. And, people think, how long are you going to do this? We came close a few times, with Olivia, Lawson Turned Out.
Yeah.
Things like that. It was almost there, but we never got that cigar. And in 1980, 1979, it just, and that's why I tell kids all the time, out of nowhere, everything fit. When we finished And the Beat, we knew that was it, You
knew it.
We knew it. Absolutely.
That's how God works. That's that knowing.
That's how He works. Knowing. That's exactly right.
One of your loyal fans, Miss Irene Osborne, has asked, first, happy Black History Month. The second day of the month, that we could ask for nothing better than to have such legends on our show for Black History Month and any time, because Black History Month is all year round.
January 1st to December 31st.
Yeah, no question about it.
Got that right.
So she asked, did you run into any discrimination along the way, what that looked like for you and how you overcame?
Yeah, that's a good question. We certainly did. We came along in the 60s. We hadn't really got to where we are now. And we had many, many obstacles, like all of the R&B acts. We traveled down south. But more than anything, we had trouble getting a fair record deal. We tell young people this all the time. A recording contract, this is where education comes in. Because when you come from a poor situation and somebody offers you something at the time, it seems like it's the biggest thing you've ever had. We tell young people this all the time. Read the contract extremely careful. Don't get caught up into the bright lights of entertainment and forget what entertainment is about.
Right.
It's called show business. Show but business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we weren't any different than anybody. You've heard of all the acts that were mistreated. James Brown, I remember when they finally said they paid James Brown with $60 million, we knew that was nothing. He was worth 5 times that.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
Because when he came along, he didn't have the opportunity to do what today's artists can do. And so we came along in that era too. But with God's help, here we are 56 years later. We're doing we're redoing our catalog now so we can take advantage of what we didn't take advantage of when we had obstacles in the 60s. Because believe me, you know what I'm talking about. It was bad.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so with that ushers right on in the next question. What do you tell the young people about, getting their catalog and how important that is to handle business and to read the contract? What do you tell them?
Here's what we say. It's real simple. Most Black young people, we all can sing. That's not our problem. The problem is education. When you look at a contract, know what publishing is. What is a royalty rate? Understand these kinds of things and ask yourself, if $100 million is being made, how much of it do I get?
I know that's right.
Very important question. Absolutely.
I know that's right.
Because the lights look bright and they hope that you look so bright that you're going to pass up that money. Don't do that. So we tell young people all the time, educate yourself to the music business. The God-given talent, God gives you that. You already got it. The part that's hard is called education.
Right?
Yeah.
Very important. Probably getting your own attorneys and all of that. Because the record company is probably going to say, hey, we'll let our attorney help you look at it. And they
Yeah,
could probably
and
get their own.
They're making sure that the carrot looks dangly and bright, and that you know, the cars and the money. But when you go back to the drawing board, the contract you signed is what you're stuck with.
Yeah.
And it's usually, you know, it's usually not in the favor of the artist.
Right.
And you know what, ladies? We don't even need a record company today. You know, we say this all
How
the time.
about that?
Right.
I credit the rappers. We sing R&B, but we live in the day of hip hop. But I credit the rappers with this a long time ago. You know what the rapper said? They said, before we let you take advantage of us, we will sell our music out of the trunk of our car. They took that stand.
They
and
did.
We thought they were young and bold, but they had plenty sense. Because when we came along, you didn't have the opportunity. When you recorded for a record company, you had to do what they wanted you to do. You had no power.
Sure.
You know, you could do nothing. The rappers came along and said, no, record company, if you don't give me the royalty rate that I think I truly deserve, I'll sell the records out of the trunk of my car in my neighborhood. And I applaud that.
I bought plenty of those.
Absolutely. And today, we don't even need, you don't need a record company to go in and record. We're redoing our catalog now. And we don't need a record company. We can record at home thanks to technology.
Yes.
And not just the technology, you are one of the rare groups that are still the original formation for the most part.
Right.
And you still sound amazing. Your voices. I mean, every time we go to your concert, and we go every time, Auntie Cheryl will get us access. Look, let me show y'all access. Okay? That's what access looks like.
Yeah, Auntie Cheryl don't play, does she?
Right.
So you sound wonderful. After all this time, we are still singing the lyrics. Like you said, we can sing them out sometimes even more than you are singing them because it's in our heart and in our soul. But I know Jessie has a very important question she wants to ask.
I know that as you guys have come a long way, you had a member that passed just recently, Gordy Harmon.
Yes.
In January. Can you tell me a little bit about his contribution to your group and what he brought?
Yes. Go ahead, Scotty. He was one of the originators.
He was actually even before my brother Walt.
He was here before I was.
Gordy,
okay.
Yeah.
Education moment.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, Gordy Harmon, myself, Nicholas Caldwell, and Marcus Hudson, who we lost in the year 2000.
Nicholas. Yes.
Well, we lost Nick in
2016. Yeah.
But Gordy Harmon was the one that you just mentioned. It's been about a month ago now that he passed, but he was the original. Who replaced him was the Lavelle Degree, who is with us now. And he's been with us over 40 years. But Gordy Harmon, we started with him back in junior high school.
Wow.
You know, and he was one of the founding members. And to be honest with you, what actually happened to Gordy, I think it was 1969, 70. He had a terrible car accident where he actually went through the windshield and it messed up his larynx, which is why he left it. He didn't leave the group. He was forced to because once he had the accident, it was finished. But we found Lavelle Degree who replaced him, but Gordy was the original one.
Yeah, and we understand, you know, he died in his sleep, which is just so, when I heard that, it just made me feel so good because all of us would like to do that. Let's put it like
Trust
that.
and believe.
That's peaceful.
That's right.
That is a peaceful
Lord,
life.
lay me down to sleep and you can take me home from there.
Yeah.
Right.
So, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No, those are, I'm with you, honey.
Well, I'm going to give this plug because I'm an up-and-coming comedian. So as you're on the road and you think about opening acts, J9 is your girl. As soon as I get my shit together, I just need to, make sure. The name of the show, Let's Get It Together.
Right.
I'm just putting together a little bit, make sure I have a couple of sets that I can, clean, dirty, and in between. So keep me in mind. Keep me in mind.
I remember you said that now. You said that. Oh,
come on now. Listen, I work for free. Just feed me. Just feed me. That's all you got to do. And I will prove myself.
All right.
Let me say this to both of y'all though, before I want this. This is very important to us. We want you to know how much your platform that you're giving us right now, we do not take that for granted.
Absolutely.
You young ladies, no doubt about it, you're both attractive young ladies, you got it going on. But what you're giving us, I hope you realize it's so important that we're able to say, not only to you guys, but to other young black acts coming up. And I will say this to the black acts. This Walt went into about education. I'm going to give the young acts one word they need to go to the dictionary and look up, and it's called ownership. That'll tell you everything you need to know about your talent. And because of you two, we're able, this platform you're giving us, we're able to say that. And we just can't thank you enough for allowing that.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Absolutely.
Yes, well, we are definitely honored.
Honored.
So we learned that your next release is re-recording of Keep On Loving Me.
That's exactly right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
right.
So, hey, Scotty, why is it important?
What that mean?
Why is that important or necessary to re-record? We already talked a little bit about that, but just a little bit, touch on it a little bit more because it's so significant to go back and sound like you do. Yes. Give the product that you still sounds like the day you did it the first time. The importance of it. What does that mean to generations to come, your grandchildren, your family?
That's exactly. I'm so glad you said that. What it means is this. When you hear the new version of Keep On Loving Me, it's going to be all on all the platforms. If a motion picture company wants to use the music, in the past, they had to go to a company that's in Canada that has all our music. You no longer have to go to Canada. You can come directly to the Whispers.
That's right.
Right.
There you go.
Your aunt, Willette, runs our company.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Miss Cheryl. We giving you your flowers today as well,
it's called
baby.
B&A Music, and by recording your catalog, now in other words, what Scotty said earlier about ownership, we now own that music. It belongs to us. It no longer belongs to a record company. And that's what the ability, that's what getting to do being here long enough. Thank God, God has spared us to be, we can still sing. We can go back and re-record all this stuff and own it outright. That's, as you said, now our grandkids and great-grandkids can benefit from our music like they should.
Like they should.
Like they should.
Yeah.
Man,
well,
that is phenomenal.
that was a lovely wrap up. And I hope anybody listening, because on this radio station, there are a lot of young people. We've got DJs and different type of people bringing podcasts. And I hope that they're listening and paying attention because this is golden information from the legends.
Right.
Like, everybody isn't handing out information like that.
No, it's very important. Very important. All young people should know this.
Right. Absolutely.
Very important.
Absolutely.
So was there anything else that you wanted to say that was pressing? Because I know when you talked about your soundtracks, people don't know that Waiting to Exhale, Medea's Family Reunion, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Jay Leno had you on I think it was the Collision Course.
Yeah, absolutely. We're blessed. Super
absolutely blessed.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely blessed.
Yes,
How about you, Jazzy? Because I know we're not going to keep you much longer. I respect your time and I respect, just having you on the show. Your presence. It's alone. Outstanding.
Oh, listen, before once again, would you tell you guys, thank you so much for lending us, because without your platform, we can't get this information out. We appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. We don't take it for granted.
Oh, we love it. We're going to have you back because, Vegas loves you to death.
Vegas
Some of the comments say, bring it on. They miss you here in Vegas. They want to know. Let's like to know when you come back to Vegas, is it possible that we can give away a couple of tickets on our show?
It's done. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know what?
All you got to do is call your aunt and tell her, hey, that's what you want and that's what you got.
She's the one.
Yeah, because she plays no games.
So that's a done deal.
Yeah, Miss Cheryl plays absolutely no games, and I appreciate her for setting this up. I'm just going to read a few comments before we let you go. Ginger has joined us. She said it doesn't get better than the Whispers. God bless you guys.
Thank
Irene
you.
says love is sent. I got a cousin said this is big.
This is huge.
B&A music, glory to God. And so just keep on loving me is a perfect Valentine's Day song. And some of the comments, we have a lot of people that joined us today. They love you. They really, really, really love you
so much.
They tell them we love them right back.
Right back.
I absolutely will. That's why your shows sell out. So
Sell out every time.
we're going to send you guys with Traveling Mercies as you go over the highways and byways, sell out shows, sing those songs like you do. We will have you back, trust me, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We'll have you back.
Good looking man. Good looking
We
man.
I know,
appreciate you
listen.
guys.
Good looking man.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And God bless.
Thank
All right,
you.
well, God bless you guys. You guys take care.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Well, and that leaves us.
That leaves us, but shoot, I'm on a high right now. I'm in awe.
Yeah, I am
am
too.
in awe.
I am too.
The
I
living
am,
legends, the Whispers, and they soundtracks go back. And I have an album I listened to for decades, way past the one that came out in 1980.
What's one of your favorite songs?
Girl, it was the whole album.
I just posted one of my songs, one of my favorite songs. Love is where you find it. That's one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
Is
Am I?
Love is where you find it. But I love absolutely all of their tracks. I was gonna ask them. Snoop had them at his birthday party.
Oh yeah.
And he was saying that it was one of their favorite, one of his favorite artist groups, and he had them on at his birthday party.
Yep.
And I remember I think he asked them to perform a certain song, and I think Scotty said, "Listen, man, you paid us good money. We'll sing whatever you want us to sing."
Right.
So that goes to show you their roots. I mean, they
Right.
cover so many generations.
Yeah, they
Here is
do.
Snoop having them perform at his birthday celebration, and I would do the same thing. There's no question about it.
I absolutely, because I even let my children. They needed to know.
They need to know.
They need to know.
Stop
My
playing
kids
with me.
Need to know because this is real. Those are living legends.
Yeah,
amongst
it certainly
us.
is.
So
There was one thing I was going to bring up with their some of their accolades that we didn't get a chance to really touch on.
laundry list of
Yeah,
accolades.
the laundry list of accolades.
They got the NAACP Image Awards Vocal Group Hall of Fame in 2003, the San Francisco Chapter Grammy Award. They got that in 2005. American Black Music Award in 2007. R&B Foundation Pioneer Award in 2008. Soul Music Hall of Fame in 2012. And Soul Train Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013. Official R&B Hall of Fame in 2014.
Speak it.
And the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award received last year, as well as the honorary doctorates received last year, which we were in attendance to. These men
That's right.
transcend time, and you can see their energy is so loving.
Yeah.
That's
Very
why
kind.
they've been preserved
That's
all
absolutely
this
right.
time.
Yep.
And they weren't one-hit wonders. And whatever God did for them,
That's
I pray
right,
He does
Phil.
it
Real
for us.
music. Real music.
Real
Instruments. Talent. My cousin Judy joined and said, awesome interview. Thank you. Great show,
Undefeated
ladies. So glad
all-star.
she caught the show to Ginger.
Yes, thank you, cousin. Thank you, Mama. All the people that joined us. This was awesome.
Is that your favorite song, Miss Irene? Keep on Loving Me?
Yes.
So listen, if anybody wants to comment, they are highly likely still watching the show. So if anybody wants to call in and comment, 702-551-5261. You can join the conversation.
Yes. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, talk to us
know,
about, any of the concerts you've attended. And listen, when they come back, we're going to get some tickets. So we're going to force you to watch our show. And Undrafted All-Star talking about we should have asked them a situationship question. You know what? You're right. We should have, because they're still married.
They're both still married?
I know one is definitely still married. But he said wives. So I know Lavelle is married. I know he's in a
Yes.
relationship. So
Right.
you know,
Okay.
I probably could have asked him a situationship question. They probably would have gave us some great men answers, because you know that's what we're looking for is some
Real man answers.
real men answers.
My mom
So-
had a really good question. I'm glad that she asked that some of the stuff that they had to go through, and that's
Yeah.
relevant for Black History Month because we need to understand that.
How we overcome.
I mean,
Yeah.
and even in spite of all the obstacles that they had to endure with racism and not even being able to stay probably at the same hotels where
That
they
they
performed
performed.
in.
Or walk through the front door when they did.
Yes. And where we are today in comparison.
And they were so kind
Yes.
about it,
Yes, they were.
because there's no way that it wasn't in some shape or form brutal,
Yes, it was.
disrespectful.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes you have to tuck that just so you can get to the people who pay and love to see you.
Right. Because it's clear that they have a genuine love for the art.
Yeah. Yeah. And because they give the praises to God
Yes.
for that,
Yes.
their longevity stands.
Yes.
So that was a great question, Miss Irene, because I feel like in today's day and all of the things that we're still dealing with when it
Right.
comes to discrimination and racism and you know,
all
and the
of
fact that we're so talented as Black people.
Right.
Like he said, we can all sing,
Yeah.
but basically what he's saying is we all have a talent.
Yes, we do.
Black people are so gifted in just so many different ways that that's not the problem.
Right.
The
It's
problem is the
business
education.
mind.
It's the business mind.
Yes.
It's if you want to last, you know, it's how you handle that business. And thank God you got to have good, smart people around
Yes,
you.
you do.
Because Miss Cheryl,
Right.
you are managing a legendary group, and you have made some suggestions that got them back on track with their own music.
Right. That's huge. That is significant.
Honey, you going to heaven with all them accolades,
yes, they
honey.
are. Yes, you are, Auntie, because you got them re-recording their music so they can reap the benefits of all of their.
Sounds like we have a caller.
Beautiful.
702.5 FM. Let's get it together. Why does that happen?
What happened?
That we had a caller. Call back in. 702-551.
It disappeared?
5261. Yeah, as soon as I swiped it. So
Uh-oh.
just call right back. No problem. We're ready for you.
Yes, we are.
So yes, indeed, a great question. They are resilient. And Taylor says, my poor voice. Well, I had a man in the bar tell me that the voice was sexy. So
She sound, I ain't mad at the raspy voice because, raspy can be cute. It's better than the high-pitched stuff I be doing sometimes. But that raspy,
it's rough.
it's rough, but it sounds cute. I ain't
All
gonna
right.
lie. I ain't
I'm
gonna
working
lie.
through it, and I hope
ain't
I
gonna
heal.
lie.
Miss Irene, I feel like either the stress of life or something got me. And so I feel like I lost my voice. I think something's weird. But she said it's not bad. Anyway, that was, listen, my heart,
I know. I feel the same way. I was just tossing and turning. I couldn't even handle my business today. I
Lil
was
Phil
like,
said
"Ooh."
you're going to be okay. I am going to be okay. But I'm telling you, just to have, look, I didn't miss the call. Let's try this again. Hot 702.5 FM, you online? You're connected. Talk to us. Mine? Oh. See? 702.5 FM. Let me get my 702.5 FM. You're live.
I hear you.
I didn't put myself on mute. Yes. I can hear
Can
you.
hear us? I hear you a little
I hear
bit.
you, but I don't hear you through our mic. 1 second, don't hang
Yeah,
up.
don't hang up.
So I hear her here. We do. We just trying to make sure you connected. I didn't push anything. I just swiped. Don't hang up, Miss Cheryl. We got Miss Cheryl on the line right now. Nope, you called in the right number.
You called in the right number. We got you.
I think we
Call in the right number.
We got you. We hear you now, Miss Cheryl.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
We got Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. I can.
That sounds good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Auntie.
Auntie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that interview and setting that up. It sounds like we had a lot of participation and I'm in awe.
Yeah, I'm still floored. I'll be smiling all night.
Oh, I'm just so great. You know why I called?
Oh, why?
Why'd you call? What?
Because when J9 said what her favorite song was, Keep On Loving Me, I wish you would have mentioned that. Not Keep On Loving Me, I'm sorry. Love is where you find it. Love is where you find it. I wish you would have been able to tell them that because there is a story behind that song.
Okay. You know, what's the story, Auntie?
Well, it's a long one, but I'm going to summarize it.
Okay.
They were in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was all five of the Whispers then. And I don't know if you remember Marcus. He's now passed.
Yes, Marcus Hudson.
He's passed by now, but Marcus was in the group, and they had just come back from a show, and they were staying in a local motel, and it was way back in I think it was in the 70s. So, you know, discrimination was still, you were talking about racism, discrimination was still strong. And Marcus brought two white ladies back to the motel with him.
Okay.
Yes, and by the time he got back to the motel, they heard a strong voice of the sheriff, local sheriff, saying, "You boys got to come on out of there." And when they looked out, there were about 5 or 6 sheriff's deputies with rifles.
What?
And yes, ma'am. And they told them they had to get out of town right now.
Oh, wow.
But listen, with every bad situation, there's always something good that comes out of it. What happened was Johnny Cash heard about it and invited them over to his studio where they could stay the night before they moved on.
Look at
and
that.
one of the guys at Johnny Cash studio had a song for them. Guess what song it was?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Love is where you find it. That's how they got that song.
That is an awesome story. Oh, my goodness.
That could have ended terribly.
Right? It ended with a hit. Lord,
yes,
look at God.
Johnny Cash interceded. And I thought that's a good story. I have it in my memoirs. I've been writing my memoirs with the Whispers. I've got some great stories, but that's one of them.
That's a huge one.
That's a huge one.
That's huge.
I think.
Yes. So out of racism, they got a hit record.
It's look at God. I'm telling you. Even out of a dark situation.
Yes, ma'am. But that's what I wanted to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for facilitating. And I'm humbled just by her presence and yours too. And they gave you your accolades too, Auntie. They are really glad to have you in their circle. Can you hear me? I can't. You just...
Hello? Oh, here we are.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my hands off. Thank you, Auntie, for calling in and setting it all up.
Calling in. That was an awesome story.
Yeah, it was. An awesome story. And let me just get another plug in real quick. I did let them know once I get my sets together, I'm ready for the road. I will do opening acts. So, Auntie, Miss Irene says she can't wait to read the book. So, yeah, just as much as they love the Whispers performance, I'm sure they're going to love reading some of these phenomenal stories.
Yeah, because they had a few educational moments in that in their interview.
Yeah.
Stuff
sure.
I didn't even know. And I've watched some of their prior interviews, and I didn't even know some of that stuff. So.
Yeah, good stuff. So Dr. Beverly Wells says, wow, Johnny Cash has always been a fair and great music icon in his own right. That's a great story. It is. That is a great story. We will definitely have to have them back on the show. So Miss Irene, if you want to try to call back in.
Yeah, Mom.
She did say we got the phone situation taken care of, 702-551-5261. And anybody else that wants to chime in on this show, I'm just still a little in awe. John said, play some music. No, we ain't playing no music. we is talking. But yeah, I'm very appreciative and humble, and I will never forget this moment.
Never.
Because
you made it clear yesterday's price is not today's
price. Yeah, so if you're trying to sit with us, he didn't, the Whispers had told you, these two beautiful ladies.
Yes.
Hey, y'all, listen.
Yes.
Anyway.
And we got the plug, so stop playing.
Got the plug. So thank you again. Shout out to the Whispers and all that they've done and all that they're going to continue to do.
Thank you to our listeners for chiming in. We certainly appreciate it. And I know you guys are just as excited as we are. It was nice to see them. And they're so down to earth.
Yeah.
They're very down to earth.
And I meant to...
They Libras.
Yes, they are.
They are Libras.
They are Libras. And we have a picture. If you go to, what's your Instagram? Where'd you post that
Jezzy,
picture?
Jezzi 333. I posted a picture of us. I don't even remember what year it was
either, but I can tell you this. We were in Oakland.
Yes,
we went to see the Whispers at the Paramount. We went from the Paramount to Sweet Jimmy's, honey. If Oakland's listening, the after party was at Sweet Jimmy's.
Yes, it was.
And we took a picture with the Whispers with Scotty way back then.
Yes.
So, yeah, our families have definitely been tied to some of the icons out of the Bay Area. And you guys go check that picture out.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions. Two people asked me, weren't they from the Bay Area? So when I looked at a little bit of their background and read up on them, they are from Los Angeles.
They're from Los Angeles.
Watts, Los Angeles. However, what happened was when they came up to San Francisco for Sly Stone.
San Francisco.
Sly Stone put them on the map with their live show, and it was such an outstanding show. It was from there. So most people, because you know how the Bay is.
Yeah, we claim it. What you mean?
We claim everything. So it was from there their careers, went exactly the way they were supposed to go. So Sly Stone helped them get on the map. That's why the Bay Area claims.
Stop playing, and they give the Bay Area they full blown accolades.
Yeah.
So from L.A. to Vegas, they've got some Southern roots that they speak on when they're in concert, but West Coast is taking them all. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talk about Bay Area, we talk about the Whispers.
Yes, we do.
Oh, thank you, John. He said, "Very pretty ladies."
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
And you got to tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. Here lately, we've been doing a relationship series, so it would have been very nice to ask the Whispers how they have managed to hold on to.
And manage the groupies, because I know.
How did they manage the groupies? Listen, if you guys go on my page, J9 Roberts, you're going to see a fan who was talking crazy about the love she had for the Whispers. Because, she was talking about they could have her panties.
702-551-5261. 5261, Ma. It's 5261.
702-551-5261.
5261.
Call us. We have a little bit more time.
Yes, we do.
Anybody wants to call in? Absolutely. Oh, if this was a wonderful show, I just cannot just wrap my whole head around it. They are just sweetie pies. I want to reach out and hug them.
I know. I can feel the kindness. Just their energy
Gentlemen.
is so strong and kind.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to be in the industry this long and to still be humble, and even they're beyond most people or most artists because of their history and their accolades and their accomplishments. They've accomplished more than so many, especially the newer artists in this generation, and they still remain humble. So I think some of the newer artists need to keep that in mind as well, because the cockiness and whatever act you're trying to portray, thinking is going to create some kind of catalyst in your business.
Do we have a caller?
Yes.
702.5 FM. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I finally got in.
Yes, you
you're
did.
You in here, Mama. Miss
I'm
Irene.
so glad that they brought out that the music is all about business, and that's what it. So all these years, I've seen artists make that mistake. They think because they sing good, they have a beautiful voice, but it's all about business. So get that education and get up on the music business. You can pull it up on the internet now. They can go to the library and check out books on it, but it's all about this business of music. That's all I had to add.
Well, that's enough. And
That's key.
That's key right now.
And really, in
Okay.
any industry that, that we find ourselves seeking. Oh,
She done hung up. But still keep talking.
Yep. But thank you, Miss Irene, for that
Thank
contribution, because at the end of the day, you can't emphasize enough the education piece when you're going into any of the avenues of show business. So
yes.
Willette Jordan says, great story, Auntie shared,
Yes,
and
she
great show,
did.
lady.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you, sis.
Thank you.
Just to go back, Dr. Beverly says, but to be so successful and humble and loving group to their followers, the music,
Yes,
and for God, wow.
Yes, Mom. I
Yeah.
agree 1,000%. That level of humbleness, even with that level of success, legendary, phenomenal success.
Yeah.
Songs that we still sing.
And they are coming to a city near you.
Yes.
So if you haven't gotten tickets, if you have not seen the Whispers perform,
It's worth it. It's absolutely worth
It
every
is
penny.
the energy. And let me tell you something about their fans.
Yes.
I meant to ask them, and Auntie, maybe you can, we can chime in a little later, but you can go to the Whisper store and get their merchandise. They have some of the nicest merchandise you want to see.
Okay.
T-shirts, hats, brims and sun hats and all kind of, so yeah. But their fans are so loyal.
Yes,
to
they
hear
are.
them singing in the audience songs that were made in 1964, you hear what I'm talking about?
Right. That's right.
That's my generation thereafter singing songs that were made before us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how significant that is.
Right. And when you're downloading their music, download their music, the re-records, because
Right. Download those re-records.
because that's where it's at.
That's right. So that they can get the flowers they deserve. I'm going to also say this, remind you that they're going to be in Rochester, New York. So you can go to the Whispers, the Mighty Whispers on IG, and you can definitely see where they will be in a city near you. They'll be in Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Atlantic City, and Jacksonville, Florida. So Seth, they're going to be coming to Florida. I don't know, if you'll be able to check them out. But get your tickets. If they're in a city near you, you will not regret it.
No, you won't.
Yep, so we have a few more minutes. 702-551-5261. Please call in, share with us, talk to us. Yeah, we had to put that in the comments quite a bit. And so, look, I'm spent. I am spent. When we were told we were getting this, we kind of got a little short notice because they wanted to get in and get a chance to see us and get a chance to speak with us. And I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off for 2 days, y'all. For 2 days, nursing my voice and trying to keep myself centered and ready for this opportunity to bring to our listeners on Hot 702.5 FM.
Yes, indeed.
And
we're so glad they joined us. We're glad you joined us. And we're going to keep bringing it. We're going to keep bringing that heat for you. We're going to keep bringing it. 'Cause
most definitely.
we getting it together. And we want y'all along for the ride as we all get it together.
Bottom line. Love you too, Tay. Thank you. It was a great show. They're busy men, so we didn't want to keep them too long.
Yes, they
but
are busy men.
I think the point was made. Y'all got to see an opportunity. Y'all got to see living legends. I just can't. I'm done.
She's done.
I'm done.
Well, I'm here with you, girl. So, I mean.
Well, we're going to need y'all to tune in next week.
Yes.
We'll be back again. We'll be back on our relationship series.
We bringing the men.
We're bringing the men back. Undrafted All-Stars will be back. And one of the things that we really want to talk about, I think, is we want to be a little conscious about what's going on with our black men.
Yes.
In light of some of the things that have been happening in the streets with the police. And, you know, I think having black men, strong men, intelligent men, wise men on our show is helpful, even though it's funny and we attack different areas of relationships and relating to men. We love you, black men.
Yes, we do.
We love you, black people. And it is Black History Month, Black History Year, Black History Life. This is our life. This isn't just a month.
Right.
This is our life. And so I'm appreciative to E. Carice for the platform.
Thank
and
you,
for always hustling to make sure that we ain't chewing gum like we in church.
Thank you.
She wants to make sure that we got tea and water. She is a wonderful director and owner, and I'm giving her flowers as well because this platform would not be here if it were not for her due diligence.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's give everybody their love. So we love you guys.
Love you.
We love you for participating and calling in. I saw some people that I have not seen before.
I know.
So don't let this be the last time you join us on the show. We have great topics. If you haven't seen them, go back on the Facebook page or Hot 702.5 FM and watch our shows. We've had some very educational shows when it comes to food, the scarcity of food, great restaurants, bad restaurants. We're still not deviating from that. We're just trying to get it all together so that we can, present one wholesome show at a time.
Yep, this is a collective effort, and there are several areas that need to be touched on. Several.
Right. Several issues. And that's why we, hence the name, we're trying to get it together.
Yes, ma'am.
Kelvin Tedderton says, I think he meant wonderful job. Thank you. Dr. Beverly, they absolutely have great albums, but one of the hands down best Christmas albums ever. I would encourage everybody on the show to buy their CDs. Yeah, their Christmas album is uncomparable. Y'all think Mariah doing something. We're talking about sweet melodies and music composure. It is the Christmas album. I fully agree. But I don't think there's anything else that I can say in terms of the honor that we feel. Having double platinum albums, 33 top hits, over 20 Billboard charted albums, a brilliant 50 years and 5 decades.
Talk about it.
You heard? 5 decades.
Talk about it.
Some people get one-hit wonders, can't make it past one hit.
Right.
We're talking about Billboard charted albums. 50 years.
50 years, and they're still humble
Plus.
And coming to see about us.
And coming to check with us because they love you guys.
They love you guys.
They love you, and we love them.
Yep.
So having the Whispers on tonight, Scotty and Walter, Dr. Scott and Dr. Walter. Hey, Scotty. Yay. Wait. You know, this is wonderful. So now I got to go home and work on my act.
Yes, you do.
Because I'm going on the road. I ain't playing with them.
This is it. This is the takeoff. Y'all.
Y'all heard it here.
All right. Sending peace, love, and light, prosperity, and protection to all of our listeners.
I second that. Take a moment to breathe.
Yes.
Take a moment to get some fresh air. Renew yourself every day. And we will see you back here on Hot 702.5 FM. Let's get it together.
And Jazzy. Good night.